Morning everybody, Rusty from the Rusty Razor. Got another shave of the day, and today we're using Heritage Hills, Washington. Yes, the very first president of our United States. It's a nice scent too. You got some bay rum. Let's see, we got patchouli and orange and fir. Yeah. Smells good. You lather it up, man. It's like definitely smell the kind of the citrus fir type of scent going on. And we got the first use of the Gillette Wilkinson sword blades with the Rockwell 6S Sig Solar razor. Yep, nice little razor. Setting 3 on the third plate. All right, and then we're going to follow up with a little bit of Old Spice. Yeah, about a quarter of it left in that bottle. So, how's your day going? Mine's not too bad. Tired. I stayed up past 3 o'clock this morning. Yep. Because yesterday was election day. Yep. Chaos and destruction and words thrown about and angry peoples everywhere. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, this is what I got this from Sig too, I think. Yeah, I believe I got this brush too at the same time. He sent me this too. It's red. So the theme of the day is red. Yeah, this is can't even talk. Synthetic brush. I think it's a 24. Yeah, it says 24 on here. Only thing is that this thing soaks up so much lather, it's ridiculous. Oh, just to let you know before we get too far in, there's an affiliate link to the razor company down below. So if you need anything from the razor company, click on it, and a little kickback goes back towards us, which will be used for giveaways. Yeah, I don't keep it. It goes for you guys. All right, so yeah, I'm tired. Stayed up past, well, I think it was probably closer to 3:30 by the time I fell asleep. I was wound up. I was watching the Blaze coverage. Or libertarian slanted news organization. Which, you know, I'm a libertarian, so I don't really believe in either of those parties. But yeah, I was out watching the coverage, you know. My wife and I watched some shows until 10 o'clock, and she started falling asleep at 10. And it's like, okay, she needs to go to bed. So she turns around and goes upstairs and turns her phone on to the local radio station. So she's listening to the local radio station, their coverage, yeah. They got Jeff Angelo. He likes listening to him. He's on in the mornings on the radio. But he's doing election coverage. And kind of nice nowadays is that you can tune into your favorite radio station, usually now, on your phone. You just go to the station website and it says listen to. And it's like, so you can listen to the broadcast anywhere now. You don't have to have a radio. Even though I like having a radio. Yeah, my wife says I got too many radios. So I got one in the kitchen that's next to me when I'm sitting there. I got a spare one that's that I can take with a little small one, about yay big. That's portable. And then I got another one downstairs next to my desk at my so when I'm at my desk working, I can turn that one on. And then I got my ham radio set, which I can flip over to AM and listen to AM radio. Can't listen to FM on it, but yeah, I got a lot of radios. And then in the bedroom, I got one next to the bed, so I can listen to radio on the night. Then I got a little small little Grundig little thing, about yay big. It's pocket size. It'd fit in this pocket right here. Just set it in there and it's fine. But when it comes to radios, I can listen to a lot of radios. How much I like listening to the radio. But so she started listening to it, and it's like, and then she promptly falls asleep. She's like, "Okay, you were falling asleep watching the TV show last night. We were watching that show. God, was it Lioness? Yeah, Lioness on Paramount. Is it Paramount? Whatever the CBS. I think Paramount CBS. Peacock. Yeah, that's the NBC one. But we're watching in that, and we caught up with all 3 episodes that are out for that right now. And that's what we watched last night. The premise of the show is pretty good, but you got a severely unhinged wench that is the head of this CIA covert op team. And anytime she is questioned on anything, she just goes ballistic and starts screaming at people. And I was like, yeah. You, okay. Yeah, you may be suffering from PTSD, but I would have a severe problem. You think you'd want your, what do you call it, leader of a unit to be a little more level? It's like, not get so emotionally wound up like a crazy lunatic. We're a kill team. So yeah, the whole premise is that the cartels with Chinese training and backing kidnapped U.S. Congresswoman and killed her family, executed them. And so now the CIA is going to go in and start eliminating people that are involved. So, yeah, watch that. So, we were totally tuning out like, here in Iowa, we suffer from electionitis, where we're first in the nation. So we're always the first ones that always see all the new candidates. And so we just went through election cycle, which really doesn't end until the new president is sworn in. So it's nonstop. And guess what happens right after a new president is signed in, sworn in, is it starts over again. is, hey, we need to be since you're first in the nation, we got to have nonstop. Next group of people got to come in and get their recognition in there so people know, so they can win the state. And then hopefully win the nomination so they can become president. And guess when that starts? Not long after the next president is signed or sworn in. It's like, we never get a break from politics in this state. Other people, it's like in other states, like, oh yeah, there's an election cycle going on. It never ends here. We are always being inundated. And because you got to have the kind of figure out, is it going to be if they find you viable, it's like people like you. It's like we had what's her face, Harris, come through. They hated her. She got zero traction. Nobody even wanted her here. She'd have her little stop to be, hey, what do you think? And people would not even show up. They no. What, nothing to do with her. And then this next election, this current campaign that came through, never stopped at all. Never, it was like, we didn't matter. It's kind of a snub, hey, we don't, you didn't want me the first time. You never even made it through the caucuses. And it's like, when you got like 0.1% support going into the caucuses, so she just dropped out. And so she never bothered showing up in a campaign here. It's like, oh, you don't matter. And guess what? She didn't matter here. Well, after the results, I can't remember exactly what, maybe I'll put it down below what the final numbers were, but it wasn't good. So that's what it's like. We suffer in this state from election fatigue. Bad. But we take it's a responsibility. We always like to just like weed out the undesirables, as you could say. And we're like, no, you go away. You go away. And she was one of those ones we said, yeah, go away. We don't want you. Don't care about you. Don't want anything to do with you. Wouldn't be prudent. And we had the last run through the caucuses, and it's pretty much the same thing again. But I stayed up. I was like, I was had put on a computer game and sat there at my computer playing the game while I was listening to every once in a while I'd actually watch what they're talking about, but I had to live stream going on from the blaze. And as I slowly got the results in from each state and which state was called. And it wasn't until, 2:30, almost 3 o'clock before I think they called it and said, called Trump the winner. So we got a new president, Donald J. Trump, 45-47, I think it's number 47 again. Second president I ever had that was reelected to office with out running consecutively. So I think Teddy Roosevelt, I think, was the first one to do that. So, kind of tired. I went to bed at 3, and then I just kind of laid in bed because it's like when you spend too much before you go to bed, never stare at a computer screen. That's all I gotta say. And you're sitting there going, I'm not shutting down the brain. It's too wound up. I just kind of laid there for a while. Took me a while for it. I always take a muscle relaxer before bed too, though. Eventually that kicks in and it's like, oh, okay, now I can go to sleep. A lot of times it's like I take the muscle relaxer and it doesn't matter. It's like I'm just like, oh, I gotta go to bed, and you know, because I'm always working at my desk at night, painting miniatures, and so when you're staring at stuff like that, your brain just is like, you're tired, and you immediately just go, you're out. You know? But if you stare at a computer screen, you're like, oh, I can't go to sleep right away. They always say, don't stare at a computer screen for at least a half an hour or more before you go to bed, because your brain takes, you know, because it affects your brain. You know, it doesn't want to shut down. But it was kind of funny listening. They would pop in saying how like CNN and MSNBC are, you know, discussing their view on what's going on in the election results, and one of the things they brought up was show us how Kamala is outperforming Biden from his 2020 election, and they brought up the demographic. It shows like the West Coast, and it's like, oh, none there. It's like, and then they showed the Midwest, well, none there, and then they showed the whole big United States, none anywhere. Not even one county is she outperforming anywhere. And it's like, ooh, yeah, that's not good. And you showed the demographic of or results of Trump is doing. And it's like he's pretty much outperforming everywhere he did before. Yeah, you gotta see when the I seen a video the other day. The Amish support Trump. I was like, you know you have it bad when the Amish come out and support your opponent in Pennsylvania. Like, this is not going to be good. Yeah, I'd say her biggest problem was never, all the times I ever listened to her in her sound bites, never just said anything what she stood for. People want to know what your stance is, and if you can't say it, other than insulting the opposing side's base, you're not going anywhere. I understand it's like politics is an emotional state. But if you look at it from an analytical, logical mind, it's like those, like me, it's like I don't believe in either party. I just want what's good for our country. And yeah, you get nowhere pretty fast. So hopefully things will get better. My hope is. Like my wife and I, we're both loaded with our pocketbooks. And the question always is, are you better off than you were 4 years ago? And if the answer is no, something has to change. In the grand scheme of things, nothing will probably change much. Except maybe the lawyers will be making more money as they sue everybody. Yeah. Oh. I think we're done. Ooh. Never fails. Sometime during the shave, suddenly my stomach just goes, ooh. Ah, good shave. All right. Made a mess. Oh, never forget to wipe behind your ears. You never want to go through the day with white stuff behind your ears. Alright, so, yeah, trying to figure out what I'm going to do. A little bit of Old Spice. Ooh, that was sealed. Obviously, since the last time I opened it, it was air pressure changed. Ooh. Ah, man, that's a good combination. Oh, that smells good. A little bit of Old Spice for your day. Yeah, let's put that back up here. Right there. Ah. I only had a little bit of stinging right here. That was it. A little bit of lotion. Yeah, there may be skin food, oils and stuff, base and those soaps, but still, and all it does is dry out my skin. I gotta always put lotion on. It's like right now, it was like we had so many days of constant rain. And I woke up this morning and went out to the kitchen and to eat my breakfast. And the sun was shining. I was like, what is that? What's that thing? I haven't seen you in a week. I think last time I seen it was last Tuesday. Like, holy crap. It's been raining out for a week. Now we need the rain, but damn. Okay. That's the Shaved Air, buddy. Brought to you by Heritage Hills, Washington, our very first president. Most people have a good opinion of him. So, and that goes right back up here. Right there. On top. And then we had the first use of the Gillette Wilkinson sword blades with the Sig Solo Rockwell S razor. Thanks, Sig. Appreciate it. I think he even gave me the brush today. So, yeah, it was kind of a dedicated to you. Alright, so that's Shaved Air, buddy. Hope you guys like it. Like and subscribe, share with your friends, and we'll see you in the next one. Rusty out.